Welcome into the SorareAndrews podcast brought to you by Sorare Data. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdinho on Sorare. Joined as always by Andy Black, who goes by Black on Sorare. Today, to talk about a free-to-play. Andy, free-to-play. No money. Everything's free, as I was just telling you about all the money I need to spend on a goalkeeper. But there's a free game. Andy, before the tournament, or before they announced the Sorare Global Cup 2022.
Got it.
What were you expecting out of like their free-to-play game?
I just expected it to be like a normal limited or normal like common competition. I didn't really expect them to come up with anything, I guess, too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So
do you consider what they came up with pretty crazy?
Sure. Yeah, it's pretty wild, right?
I think it's pretty wild. And one of the things that I was like super surprised about and also like really excited about is how much they were willing to work with other people. Like it's a lot of like content creators, but like just people in the community that like, hey, I want to do a private league. And they're like, okay, here's a bunch of free stuff to give away. And it was like, oh, that's cool.
To be fair, they bottled the private leagues a little bit, I think.
Really?
I think they should have limited the number that each person can join.
So I was talking when I was talking to Sean on whenever that was, Monday. Yeah, that like it's true. Like if you do really well, you could win everything.
Yeah.
And you're just like swimming in autographed shirts and limited cards and
which is like
side games.
A great like jackpot thing where like you can clean up, but also like I don't know. I think there's a lot of these private leagues where I think that's a tough sell, and I think that like if you could limit the number that people were in, you could at least get people to make that decision on I want to do this one instead of this one, or you know. But I'm fine with it the way that it is. I just think it would have been better if there was a limit.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I thought maybe the way around it would be to allow people to create like different lineups for each competition.
Ooh, yeah.
I would imagine that just becomes a bit of like it's just not worth it technically, excuse me.
Yeah.
And so like I get it, but it is kind of weird.
You have to redraft each time. Otherwise, like I'm like the team that I picked 5 really good players and then the rest scrubs. Like I would select the same lineup for every single, private league.
Right, for every private league. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I wonder if they'll make a big deal out about all of the things that whoever finishes first won. Because like, if you finish first in the global, like you're gonna win every private league that you're in. There's no way to not do it.
Right.
And so, yeah, like I said, there's just so much stuff to win because
it's like the GIF with LeBron and Dwayne Wade. Not one.
Yeah.
Not two. Not three. Yeah.
Right. And you're like, how many signed Messi jerseys does somebody need?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure everybody would take 10 of them if they could, but yeah,
there's said that the private leagues aren't very private. And I think that's a kind of a good way of putting it because like, I don't know if you just saw Gerard Piqué just posted his and it's like, there's not even a limit to the number that can join the league, which I mean, maybe that would be a solution too, where it's like, oh, there's a cap of, 100 people per league or something like that might be a way of preventing kind of one person from cleaning them all up as well.
That's an interesting thought.
Too late
Surely
now.
for 2026, they'll do it.
Yeah, right.
Is he giving away anything cool? I haven't joined that one yet.
I saw something. It was like tickets to a La Liga game, I think. Top spot in my league will win 2 VIP tickets to a Barcelona La Liga game.
Seems kind of weak, no?
Nellis
did better than that.
VIP could be like pretty special. It could
That's
also
true.
be like, here's 2 tickets, have at it. That's it.
I suppose. Hopefully he used his referral code.
Yeah, I would need a serious like description of what the VIP tickets were before I started booking flights.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Somebody, where was somebody made a comment. Oh, actually, I'll get to this question in a little bit. But Mike Basson agrees with you that like a cap on the number of leagues you can enter would solve it. What's funny is I bet there is a cap, but like nobody's hit it yet, and
Yeah,
it's
it's like
obviously
99 or
it's an
something.
unnecessary. Yeah,
Right.
can't join more than 100. Sorry. Yeah. So Roel asks if you changed your lineup after the tiebreaker rule change.
Not me.
No.
I got my lineup and I'm happy with it.
Yeah,
for
you're just
now.
gonna win it and just split. I will say that I almost never make any conscious lineup or entry or whatever decision based off of tiebreaker rules. And it's probably because I just never win. So it's like I don't even care.
Yeah.
But maybe it's one of those things that like if I do ever share it, I'd be like, oh, should have thought of that.
I think where I'm at on it is I'm not going to make my lineup worse just so I can maybe win a tiebreaker. Like if I get to the point where a tiebreaker matters, I already did really well and I should win something. Hopefully.
That's fair.
But I'm not gonna take a worse strategy just in the hopes that like I can break a tie.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it didn't change anything for me. To be honest, I continue to just like make new lineups. Like somebody's like, "What's your lineup look like?" And I like pulled up what I had, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want this anymore." And I just like made a new one, and I'm like, "Yeah, here's my latest draft." Like it's not even like tinkering. I'm literally starting from scratch every single time. I will say that the enthusiasm about this competition was surprising to me because I feel like a lot of the conversations I was having before they announced it were like, clearly they're going to do this big free to play thing to get more users. And like, that should be the key. But then they also need to like make sure that they take care of all of their existing users with like good prizes. And then like the closer it got, everyone was like, all right, it's going to be a free to play game. I guess we'll play blah, blah, blah. And then it came out and it just felt like everyone was so excited. And I think part of the reason is because there just aren't that many free to play games with these types of prizes. And so few people are going to win. Like, I don't think, but like we all look at it and we're like, whoa, 5-a-side with Zidane. That's awesome.
It's like what, like 1/10%, you know, like
at best,
less than a percent. Yeah.
And yet I just feel like there are a lot of people, like I talked to a good number of people who have like really big galleries who are really excited about a free to play game. And I was just like very surprised that that was kind of the outcome.
I think part of it is like we're all on an even level playing field.
Yeah.
Let's see who can come up with the best lineup sort of thing.
Right. Yeah. So did I bring this up on the basketball show? Brought it up somewhere where it felt like Sorare was moving away from emphasizing like how much cards are worth, and that like this is a game, don't think of it as an investment and all this stuff. And people are really worried about their gallery values. And everyone's like, no, it's fine. Like if the card values go down, you can still use them and win and all this stuff. But like fundamentally, like the best way to know how you're doing in the game is that your gallery is worth more now than it used to be. And a lot of that comes from like winning rewards because like you're not spending anything more, but then you get this reward. And this game, like you said, it kind of like levels it out for everyone, and we're all kind of on level playing field. And the one, like when you said that, the one person who came into my mind was somebody who is really good at this game, enters more lineups than anyone else on the entire platform, except maybe one other, and said on one of Nellis's podcasts that nobody works harder than him on Sorare. So I really want to see where Nanzo finishes. Yeah. I want to know how seriously he takes this game, because Nanzo takes the like standard Sorare game super seriously.
Yeah.
I think the game week before the break, there's probably this current game week, I think he had 48 lineups.
Whew.
Which is like just absolute, and like he's mentioned this before, that like he wants to compete everywhere.
Yeah.
And he has had some like tremendous success in this game. But he also has like a very big gallery. And so like,
yeah.
I mean, you obviously have to be able to compete in 48 different competitions. Oh, here he is. Nanzo in chat. I'm traveling over for the World Cup. So, of course. But, so Nanzo, how seriously are you taking this free game? We should have just had Nanzo on. I didn't think of this go.
Yeah.
Oh, so knock yourself down.
He's taking it easy on us.
Like, if you... Let me just... So, not to like put Nanzo on the spot here, but just like looking at his... This is his for the current game week. And it's just like so many lineups. I just can't even picture the amount of time it takes to do all of these, let alone to make sure you have the right cards. But anyway, we're all playing with the same rules now. And so it gets to the point where I don't necessarily want to say that like how you do in this competition means like you're the best player at Sorare. But if I won it, I'd say that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And that's why I like that a lot of people who have these big galleries like are, if it feels like they're taking it very seriously. And it's fun. Like I feel like it's bringing some fun into Sorare that like I feel like a lot of people are getting negative on things like rewards weren't good enough, or there were too many cards getting auctioned, prices are going down, and they're like, hey, here's a free game. And everyone's like, cool, let's go.
Yeah.
And it's great.
And I mean, realistically, it kind of proves a concept that they can just run all the time. I mean, they could do this for the Euros. They could do this for other cup type competitions, or just like they could say the next 8 game weeks, we're going to compartmentalize a free to play EPL slate or something like that. And here we go.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that 2023 Gold Cup competition, I'm sure, will be just as exciting as this one.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think they call it, since they probably can't call it the Gold Cup? The Sorare Yellow Cup 2022?
Yeah, something shiny. Copper.
The Copper Cup?
Copper Bowl. I don't know.
Zarky makes a good point here that if you win this Global Cup competition, you're the champ for 4 years. Nobody's going to take that away from you.
Would you constantly remind people of that?
I would, yeah, like absolutely.
It's in your bio.
In my bio, I put it right up here so that every time I'm on, it would be up there. I'd get shirts made.
Is there going to be a trophy for this? We need to reach out to the team and see if there's going to be a trophy.
It feels like something that deserves a trophy, right?
Or a belt.
I get it, but I'm not a belt guy now. I like a good trophy, even a medal. The medal feels a little bit underwhelming for...
They're cheaping out with a medal.
Yeah. Yes. But I think a trophy, as we just talked about how whoever finishes first is just going to clean up on prizes. And we're like, let's give them a trophy too. Why not? But I guess, so isn't this kind of what the Academy is though? Not like the original.
I don't know anything about the Academy.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to try to pretend to talk about it.
Yeah. I think it's, I can't either, but it feels like that. But yeah, I definitely feel like this is really fun. And I wonder, like you said, if they just keep going, I do think it's a little, like a lot of people, when they reference his free-to-play games, are like, well, yeah, definitely do this as long as it leads to like more paid users. And I think having like a regular free competition is fine. Like I think they should continue to do that. Like just you said, like Premier League next 8 weeks or whatever it is. Like, I think this is good. These are good things to have. And just because not everybody is going to like move over to the paid game.
They certainly don't need to. It's more about like brand recognition, getting people to understand this concept and just more familiar with it, I think is really important to their brand.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry, I just saw this notice. Something came up about special weekly for Sorare NBA. Oh, that's fun. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Hopefully I've got a big enough gallery there to support something like that.
For NBA?
Yeah. I think that they can get kind of cool there where like right now you can just submit 5 guys, but eventually they could, the special weeklies could be like, this week is the, centers and power forwards or something. Yeah. Next week it's only guards, or there's going to be a lot of possibilities in basketball that I think are going to end up being really fun.
For sure. Yeah, I totally agree. LMT was saying Captain Sorare is a game where you get a budget and you can pick your players. I do remember seeing Captain Sorare at one point. Admittedly, I didn't look much into it. So if anybody plays that, then you are already familiar with this.
Yeah. I think the one thing out of all this that I'm most excited about is the custom series cards.
You mean the completely non-utility cards that you can also sell?
Yeah. And the reason is I think I want to collect a whole U.S. men's national team set. They're going to be pretty cheap, I think. Because
really?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously, I can be wrong on this, but I think that there's going to be a lot of free to play people that win them and just want to see what they can get for them. And they're giving away so many of them.
Is it really that many of them, though?
I mean, if you go to the international special contests, they're giving away 100% of participants get one.
I thought those were the commons. Like they have common, custom series, and
yeah, no, in the international specials, so the paid competitions, they're giving away 100% of people that enter will get one. So like you were kind of talking about, should I make a limited team or not, or should I buy a goalie? Well, if you buy a goalie, you're guaranteed 3 custom series cards just for submitting lineups.
Right. Okay.
And then if all of your guys advance, then 4, 5, however many.
Yeah, that I'm in. Okay.
And then in the what is it? The actual Global Cup, the top, what is that? 100,000 get National Series cards. Yeah.
Oh, gave it away. Gave away the winner.
So the top 100,000 on this one, Tier 3 National Series.
Yep.
They're not giving away a ton of the stars. I mean, what is that? 7,000 is a good number.
7,000 is decent.
Yeah. And then you get a common too.
Okay. I'm with you here.
But even go to the other comps, like the international special ones. And just do like the rare, limited, whatever. And then go to the price pool there. And you'll see 130 to 100% will get a Tier 3.
Yeah. All right.
Which the Tier 3s can't be that bad. They're players that play on the national team.
On national teams?
I mean, they'll still be cool cards to own. And I'm like looking at the U.S. men's national team and like, how many stars are on that team? Do they have one?
I would imagine. I would imagine it's 0.
Yeah. So to get a whole set, you might be looking at just like Tier 1s, Tier 2s, Tier 3s, where the supply should be pretty high. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Theoretically, the tier list is has to have been done completely manually, right? Like we don't have price.
Can you click into that, the Star Custom Series?
Yeah, I did this previously, and I don't think they're actually. Yeah, they're not.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nice try.
Yeah. And then it might be cool to just try to get your hands on like something really premium out of that set, like a Messi or a Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm.
Although they may not have his picture, which would kind of suck.
That's right. That's right. And the Messi one is a PSG one, right?
No, the Messi one has it's the Argentina.
Oh, it is Argentina? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But that'd be a cool thing to just have. And obviously you can't do anything with it, but just like, hey, I have this set and then I have, the greatest player to ever play the game.
How many members of the U.S. men's national team do you think you could trade to get, or if you had a Messi and someone else was like, I have the U.S. set, do you think that's an immediate trade?
I don't know if it's immediate, but like it might be something. Like if you'd have to look at what they're going for, but I don't know. That's tempting, right?
Well, Mike's saying we can get the custom card tiers, but I don't know where they are. Where are they, Mike? Oh, well. Via the Global Cup prize pool. Oh, so the free prize pool.
You're gonna have to reveal the winner again.
Oh gosh.
He's got Bigelow in there. I saw that.
For now, like I said, it'll be completely different. I have Bilo, I believe is how you say it. I have Bilo in there because I own Passphere.
Right.
So just like killing one line up with the other, but like we'll
see. So do a search for McKinney since you're on Stars, and Reyna and Pulisic, and that would be it, right? You could even consider here.
Let me just try Tim Ream too. Not there. There are none.
Okay.
Actually, the start tier is not that deep anyway. It also seems to be upside down.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Could you imagine finishing in the last star spot and getting Messi? Yeah. I mean, it does seem like it's literally upside down. Okay. Tier 1s.
This one has to be massive, I would guess.
It's big. There's your boy Kai Havertz.
Yeah. He's going to help me win some of those custom series cards.
Sure he is. I mean, I guess as long as he's in the lineup.
Yep.
So we are now through tier 1 with no U.S. men's national team.
Wow. Cards. So this set is going to be Brendan Aronson.
There we go. Brendan Aronson, tier 2. We made it to tier 2. All right.
I think that most of them will be in this tier, would be my guess.
Weston, there's McKinney and Pulisic,
Musa.
All right. Yeah, there you go. All right.
Yeah, they got the whole team in here.
So do you actually not want to finish too high?
I'm happy to trade for what I need to trade for.
Sure.
So I want to finish as high, obviously, as I can finish.
Yeah. I'm with
Mike's saying the entire USA is in tier 2. I wonder if he's speaking the truth there.
Control F, HORV. No, Horvath not here. Sorry.
Freaking Horvath.
Turner? Also not here. Ream? Is Ream in the game or is he Tim R? Timothy R. I think he is. So he's probably not even eligible to be a prize. That would be a bummer.
You don't think he's eligible to be a prize?
It might be like a silhouette.
Oh.
Because
he'd go to tier 3s then. He might be a tier 3, right?
I'm just saying, can they do? He's not a tier 3.
Huh.
But my God.
But I see other silhouettes in here, like Jacob Kaminsky.
Yeah, that's weird.
Maybe he's just not available to win that first week or something.
Yeah. Tyler Adams, tier 3.
Yeah.
Herrera.
He could be our captain, tier 3.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It would be a bummer. Gio Reyna tier 3.
Wow.
Oh, that like hurts a little bit.
Not only do we not have any star power in our U.S. men's national team, we also don't have any tier 1 power. Just some tier 2s and tier
JMO,
3s.
Sargent. Oh, we got a bunch of them here now.
Yeah. Paul Arriola. Imagine winning one of those.
Imagine winning one of those. Imagine bringing him to the World Cup. Weird.
Yeah. I am curious if they will fix the Opta position and players that were actually called inside of the international specials, because seeing as they're giving away 100% of people that enter those, right now I can select guys like Renan Lodi, Miles Robinson, other guys that weren't called to even go with their country.
Oh, to submit a lineup?
Yeah.
Oh.
So like my Super Rare team, I have Ethan Horvath in goal.
Yep.
I've got Kai Havertz and Nicolas De La Cruz, who both might start.
Sure.
I've got Chucky Lozano captained.
Yeah.
So this is sounding like a pretty good team. Horvath, of course, isn't going to play. And then I don't have a defender, but I can choose Renan Lodi to be in here. And that's going to win me a card.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they'll fix that or if they'll just let that go.
That's interesting.
Because maybe there'll be a run on guys that weren't called to their national team, but you can select them in the lineup builder and get a free card.
Right. That's, I don't know. I got nothing on that.
Yeah.
Because they're not eligible, like they don't have cards in the regular Global Cup, right?
Like Robinson, I mean, like Tamori does, and Tamori's the guy that I can select. You're searching on forwards though.
Oh. No Tamori. Anthony Robinson. So you can't do it here. That's weird that they wouldn't just match them up.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anyone who would qualify.
I mean, right now I have like 7 defenders that weren't called up, but I can select them.
Right.
Was Hassel? I guess when Crepu got hurt.
I don't know if he actually got called.
Oh.
Yeah, like Mihalovic didn't get called.
Right. But look at that. You're going to win a free card.
Well, this is fun. I love free cards. Let's go.
There you go. Winning.
Thanks, Andy.
Hashtag winning.
Yeah. I wonder.
See who you're going to win there. If you go to international special.
Sorry, I'm like into.
I think it's a tier 3 custom series. But
that's all right.
If you selected no game there, was a goalie selectable?
I don't think so. No. Boo. Maybe I'll just go like buy a super rare Courtois or something like that.
Yeah.
Just me. Yeah.
Yeah. Menza. Where's he? Cameroon? Is that right? Or Senegal? Cameroon, right? Menza?
I have no idea. Ghana? I don't know. I can't tell. All right. So let me just buy super rare Messi, super rare Courtois, and then I can get my tier 3.
Or you could just buy 2 guys that don't play at all. Take your free card.
Well, no. If it was no game, then I couldn't.
Well, buy a guy that like didn't get called, but he's in the.
I need a Horvath super rare.
There you go.
Okay.
Even though he did get called.
Horvath.
Zach Steffen would probably be in there if he had a card.
No, I'm saying I need somebody who. Oh, if Steffen had a card, yeah.
Yeah.
What does a Horvath? Oh man, they're none available.
What is that?
Everybody hoarding the Horvath super rares. That's the new USA goalie shirt. I hate these jerseys. No, all cards for sale. Of course, Nanzo has one. Oh, you and Sam?
He's got those old 2018s.
How are these cards not at 30% by now? Come on, guys. Do you even train?
He was never playing, so you would never get the good bonus on his scores. But I agree.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, yeah, that's a free limited or rare or series card. That's fun.
You want a cheap super rare goalie that you can buy that shows up in the lineup builder? Davy Roof.
Why does he show up?
I guess he got called to the Belgian team once.
The last thing I need is to buy this card. Is that you selling it?
Last one went for 2.25. I wonder why Yesway Jose bought him. I think he's a listener of the show.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little speculation there. Maybe a January transfer.
Never know. I got super excited by the Luis Maximiano transfer speculation today, so that's helpful.
Yeah.
Very excited for that. Mostly just so I can get out.
Yeah.
He'll come back right when all my other goalies come back.
So let's talk about your limited team real quick. Because we kind of brought it up last week, and I think that we need to get this thing solved. Because it bothers me so much that you were thinking about maybe not playing. And let's be real. You got Messi. You got Neymar. Hoffman plays, right?
Yeah. Hoffman's like not 100% locked in, but he's like mostly locked.
I think you need to get a goalie that you know is going to play.
Completely agree with you, Andy.
Yeah. So who's it going to be?
There are not many of them. Breaking news, Paxton Aronson to Eintracht Frankfurt is official.
Oh, okay.
I own him too.
Is that good?
I don't know.
He's certainly going to be loaned back to Union, right?
No, I wouldn't think so.
Really?
I wouldn't be surprised if no loan back, 4 million plus add-ons, plus a sell-on fee, a sell-on percentage, excuse me. I imagine he goes to Austria or something like that. Yeah, he's not going to stay.
Well, he's not going to start it. You said Frankfurt?
Yeah.
I can't imagine him starting there.
I mean, couldn't start it for the Philadelphia Union. Surely he slots right into the starting 11 at Eintracht Frankfurt, right?
Yeah. That's weird.
So my goalie situation, I either need to buy Justin Bilo to make sure I have the Netherlands keeper, or I just really hope that Manuel Neuer doesn't play.
Because you got Ter Stegen.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I don't know why Neuer wouldn't play because he's.
I don't either. Yeah.
Well, maybe not healthy, but he's been back playing.
And I had like a sliver of hope that Cohn would play, but then Jan Sommer came back today. So.
Yeah, and I think that Cohn's like third in line anyways.
He is, yeah.
They have I'm trying to think of the other guys. Kober or I don't know.
The difficulty that I had with this situation is that because some people are like, oh yeah, get this guy. Alex Wilson said to get Matt Ryan. But like I have outfield players that can like go far in the tournament, and to buy a goalie that's like basically guaranteed 3 games and that's it seems suboptimal.
Someone I just listened to, I don't know if it was Techers, I don't know if it was you guys on Looking Up with Laird. Somebody was talking about Matt Turner. Might have been Techers with I don't know if it was with Quinny or somebody.
He did one with Nellis this week.
But they were talking about Turner and how there's a high likelihood that he's just going to face a ton of shots.
Yeah, I could see the upset. Well, I mean, really?
Yeah. I don't know. There was a case for it, and I just remember nodding along like, yeah, that makes sense. And now I can't repeat what the case for it was, but I do think that there's, definitely chances for clean sheets out there, and definitely chances for a lot of volume of stuff to do. So,
I mean, I made this comment to you yesterday because this is not the first time we're talking about this, but like Matt Turner is double the price of Adon.
Yeah.
And I realize Adon is not playing in the World Cup, but he also plays after the World Cup, and Matt Turner does not.
But he does.
You're right.
He
plays like every other Thursday.
Yeah.
For at least 2 more games. Maybe.
Are they not doing well in Europa?
No, I mean, they're through.
Oh, okay.
I think he actually didn't even play the last one because he was hurt. Yeah, he didn't.
And who did they draw in the next round?
Oh, 2. He's missed 2. Yeah, he's hurt now. Now he's back.
Well, he was hurt. He good now.
Yeah, I mean, just like spending, what is that, $100? I don't know, for a goalie that I like. And as soon as like maybe like if they make it out of the group stage, like, do you think his price as soon as they're out? I don't even want to say as soon as they're out. As soon as the game week locks for what's the first round of 16, quarterfinal, does his price like halve at that point, or is it like a quarter?
I don't know. It's definitely dropping. Like, there's no doubt about that.
Sure.
But you could win so much with them.
So much?
Yes. I mean, you could take down the whole thing and get a Messi in his Argentina kit.
And just pay for it. It's pay for itself.
Just saying. Win Messi with Messi.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll tell you who I'm starting. Who I'm starting in my limited international division is Matt Turner.
How long have you had that card?
Not that long.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I'm doing a U.S. stack. I'm doing Matt Turner, Walker Zimmerman, Tyler Adams, Jesus Ferreira. Hopefully he starts. And,
right, so at least I know I'll beat you. Okay.
Oh, God. Well, if you don't buy a goalie, you won't.
You sure about that?
No, I'm not.
So Pavel's got one.
Maybe make one of those classic Powell deals.
So I was last night, I was trying to do just that. Like, I knew Pavel had one. And I was like, all right, which cards can I trade? And I actually have like, within the last few months, I've sold like a lot of cards that I wasn't using. And so my gallery is like, I don't even want to call it efficient. It's like, but I'll call it efficient. And like a lot of the cards I have, a lot of my better cards are MLS or at least like America region, and like selling or getting rid of those now seems bad, especially since some of them are coming back in January.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, Turner is 0.08-ish. What do I have to like reach that? And I have this Rever. I actually have a Rever Rainbow. He's like a backup center back from Mineiro who had been playing, but now they're done for a while. And his rare is going for like 0.01. And the constant like switch between football and basketball, where like the basketball prices are generally lower, it feels like. So I was like, all right, so I can trade this Rever for 0.01 for Turner because he's 0.08. But I was like thinking like 0.008. And then I like went to do it and I'm like, what am I doing? I need 8 of these cards, 8 of these 0.01 cards to get to 1.08. And then I was like, oh, I'm just stopping this. That's when I gave up on Turner.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any special value between the cards that have the white emblem for the MLS Players Association versus the black? Is that a collector's item?
Definitely not. I definitely don't think that matters at all. But I'm going to see which one I have. Yeah, the ones that have the black one are definitely worth more.
That's not what this says here. Look at all these. And then the white one is here. And then the extra. I don't need a full body. Why would I want that?
Well, if you're a big Rebs fan, you might want the Rebs kit over there. No,
I guess. I can confirm I'm
I
not.
think all that matters on that card is the U.S. flag in the bottom right-hand corner.
There you go. Somebody suggested I could gamble on Nuruddin. That seems extremely gambly.
Oh, Nuruddin, yeah. I did see speculation that he was starting, but he also was supposed to start in AFCON and didn't start in AFCON, right?
Right.
I don't know the full situation though,
So does Lloris have any limiteds? 11 of them, and the floor is 3 ETH.
Okay.
Feels aggressive.
Yeah, a little.
Last sale 5 months ago. All right.
For 0.56, my God.
I do love the more rares than limiteds.
Yeah.
And half as many super rares as there are limiteds. So
I wonder if
Neuer,
most of those were like accidentally rewarded or something.
right. Diogo Costa fell. That's what I should have bought when everybody was jumping ship on Diogo Costa.
Yeah.
He's still half an ETH. I thought his price went down. What the heck, guys? Went right back up.
Well, I saw on Place Harper the speculation that
Patricio?
he was only 55% to start, and then
Okay.
yeah.
Simone. Who else is there? Gosh. It's ugly. Keylor Navas?
I agree, Percha. The Livakovic's picture, it's like every single one of them. It's like
Every single one.
They catch him at a bad time, and he's like it's like they're like taking the picture, and then they ask him a question real quick, and he's like, "What?" You know?
Yeah. Or like he's like very surprised at the flash.
Right.
Is that the same picture? Oh no. Yeah, that one he's definitely like pensively thinking.
Oh, there you go. Just buy Navas.
Mandanda? And hope that he comes in for Lloris? This is so depressing. You know what's funny is I owned a Bono limited for a while. Sold. 0.1. Like, surely that's better than Turner.
Why?
Because he actually plays. Like, once we get out of this, like, he actually will play these games as opposed to Turner, who will not.
And who does he play for? Sevilla?
Yeah.
And they're at least a decent team, right?
Uh-huh.
Although his scores kind of say otherwise.
Maybe some struggles.
But that means all the tough games are out of the way, right?
You would hope so. Ironically, I have his backup in rare, and I'm like, oh, so if I buy this, maybe he gets benched. And then, but like, I don't have that kind of luck. Onana, I think somebody suggested him, but he's probably 0.26. I can't. This is the worst part of the game. Haven't we done an entire show on this?
What, goalies?
About how buying goalie is like the worst part of the game.
Yeah, and the worst part is like Schmidt and Gonda there. It's like I don't think we know who starts there, and it's like, okay, you can pay the same price for either one of those guys in the Global Cup game. They're both 9.
And start against Germany, just who I want.
Right.
To line them up against. Where are we here?
There's your boy Pasveer.
There he is, yeah. Muslera is an interesting one. What's he cost? Is he definitely starting?
No.
Anyone? No?
We talked about it last week.
Yeah, we talked about that. You're right.
Yeah.
This just, I mean, obviously the further down I go, the less likely any of these guys start.
Yeah.
Little double garbage. Fun.
At this point, you're probably not getting a starter, right?
I would assume not.
Although I think you and Sean talked about there was you just buy Andrew R. There you go.
The Qatari guy.
Yeah, the Qatar goalkeeper.
Yeah, but I don't think he has real cards.
Right.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I just really don't want to buy one.
Who's Yusuf? That's the Qatar goalkeeper?
Yeah.
For 8.
Yeah.
Sam just doesn't get your goalkeeper picks at all.
Which in this game? Like in the free game?
Yeah.
The Global Cup? Yeah, I mean, it's 2 guys who might start. That's it. I was just playing around. Surely Canada's starting goalkeeper is down there. He doesn't have a regular card, though.
Right.
No, it's Borjan, not Pantemis or
Dane St. Clair or Thomas Hassel.
Or Hassel, yeah.
Or broken leg Crepeau.
Or Crepeau, yeah. None of them. Yeah, I just hope that Pasveer starts. And we just roll with these guys.
Yeah. Does Coates smash with Uruguay?
I don't think anybody ever really smashes with Uruguay.
But could he smash?
I mean, anyone who plays, right? Would smash.
Everyone's got a chance, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Don't love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't love it. He's not the only one, though, that I have. I also have Kim Min Jae, who will probably not smash against Uruguay. And I have no idea. Tolo, I could play. Pretty sure he starts. Yeah. But the other guys, I don't know if Bolshinowitz starts.
I like how we're jumping between your limited lineup and your Global Cup team back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. But so these are your defender options?
These are them.
And Kim Min Jae, I guess he starts for Korea?
Yeah.
Like locked in guy?
I believe so.
He plays for Napoli.
I can assure you that now we are 3 days away. This is the most amount of research I've done for these lineups.
Okay. And then at midfield, is Hoffman the only option?
No, man. I got Nico.
Okay.
Enzo, Brendan Aronson. I'm flush.
Okay, you're in
with guys who are just okay.
Yeah. So really, realistically, the only thing you need here is a goalie.
Correct. I have half a goalie.
All circles back to that.
I was talking to Sam Ty earlier today, specifically about this team. And he was like, surely you're fine with Pasveer. And I'm like, why would I be fine with Pasveer? And he's like, what chances do you give him of starting? And I said 50%, and he thought that was way too low. So I raised it to 51%, and he agreed with me. I mean, that's more than half, right? So he's got to start. My favorite, I apologize because I can't remember which Twitter account it is, but there's one that posted a thing about how Pasveer had the #1 shirt. Is that what it was? I think it was that Pasveer had the #1 shirt. So he was like, all right, so he's the starter. And then the next one was the team picture and Bilo's in the middle. And they were like, the starter's always in the middle. So he was like, and then there was a third one. I forget what the third one was. Because I remember the last one put it back into Pasveer's favor. But I don't know. It's a mess.
He was holding the ball in the photo, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Yeah. He had his gloves on, whereas Bilo didn't. And it was like, well, obviously the starter wears gloves.
Gloves were in his back pocket or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, theoretically, I could also just wait. Do you think goalkeeper prices go up after the first match day?
No, but then you automatically don't win one thing.
No, everybody wins. What are you talking about? That's why we're here.
Yeah, but you could actually win something with this lineup.
But I could also just win it in match week 2 and 3 and 4 and maybe 5.
I mean, that's on you for passing on, what is it? Argentina gets, is it Saudi Arabia in the first game week? So you're going to pass on a Messi 100. Who does Brazil play in the first game week?
I'm sure somebody equally fantastic. Smash. Serbia. Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah. They're saying Serbia could be the sleeper team in that group.
Uh-huh. And then Netherlands against Senegal. See, Pasveer against Senegal without Sadio Mane.
Is he definitely out?
Surely they go with Pasveer. Or not. Who knows? It's just not what I wanted to.
Nanzo said that they did the goalkeeper shirt numbers based on age.
Well, I don't believe you. I think it's because he's starting.
There you go. Look at that. Just buy a goalkeeper for the first game, and if Pasveer starts, sell the one you bought. Or sell Pasveer.
Well, nobody's going to buy Pasveer if he's not the starter.
No, if he does start.
Oh, if he does. Yeah. I see what you're saying. That's, yeah.
It's an option.
It's an option.
Or he could not start, and you bought a goalkeeper, and you're going to use the goalkeeper you bought anyways.
Right. I mean, if I buy a goalkeeper, I'm playing him. Like, I'm not going to play Pasveer, obviously.
Unless he starts.
But I won't know until that. Like, I would rather, if I'm going to buy somebody, I'm going to buy locked in Matt Turner.
I'm just saying for like match weeks 2 and 3, then you have.
Yeah.
Choices are good, right?
That's why I like the free game more.
That's how we play this game. We just keep accumulating more and more and more and more, and then you have just so many choices.
Right.
No?
I mean, I would like to do that.
So Messi and Neymar in this team too. You're just kind of mirroring. Why don't you just put Jonas Hoffman in here?
Should I do that and just see what happens? Messi. Why can't I? Oh, they say I'm already owned. No,
that's weird.
Sorry, you've done too many drafts. You can no longer. Oh, here we go.
No more redrafts.
Right. Oh, wait. I could have probably. Hoffman. Get my Szymanski back. Owned, but he's not. Coates.
I think you broke it.
I did.
So this team right here.
He's not even available.
This is not your final team. This is still a rough draft. It's a work.
Everything's a draft. Yeah. At least you should know with Pasveer before lock. Is that actually true
though? I think no, because Qatar plays that early game, and it's not against the Netherlands, right?
Correct. Ecuador. They do play early, like they play Monday. But
but the lock will be before the Qatar game.
Right.
I would assume.
Right.
So is it an hour before lock when the game week locks?
Or the hour whatever 2 days, 20 hours and 4 minutes is from right now.
That sounds like math. My guess is it's an hour before, and I guess if you're sweating any Qatar players or Ecuadorians, then maybe.
So this is why I can't select Sebastian Coates, because he doesn't even have a card. So maybe they should update that. This is why I don't do my draft, why I don't lock anything in. Because they're still adding. I think they added a bunch of like 5-point goalies too.
Yeah. Which can be very helpful.
Right. Yeah, they're a bunch too. Good old Ibrahim D.
You know, one thing I don't think that's been discussed very, very often is like, I know that the strategy that most people are taking is just take the best 5 players.
Mm-hmm.
but I wonder if there'll be, I don't know, a situation where it makes sense to have more balance so that you have a team all the way at the end.
I think, I mean, you're going to win someone every game week.
One card, right?
Right. So you don't and you can switch after the group stage. You can kind of readjust.
Oh, you can wait. You can redraft after the group stage.
You get 50 points to replace 4 players. So
how did I miss that?
Because there are a lot of rules.
So it's not a complete redraft. You get to keep what you have, and you get 50 points to just add new players.
I believe you cash in 4 for 4 others with a max budget of 50.
Purchase does not replace, just add 4.
Oh, even better. Oh yeah, I guess the ones, yeah. Okay.
Huh.
Like I said, a lot of rules here.
That changes things a little bit, but maybe not really, because I was just going to get the 5 best players anyways.
Right, like theoretically, the players that you think are going to be good the entire tournament should be good in the group stage.
Right, they should advance.
Trying to get.
And if they don't advance, you're going to lose anyways.
Right.
Like if Argentina doesn't advance, then it means Messi probably didn't do his job.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
It'd be very exciting for me to have to buy a very inexpensive limited card goalkeeper and have Messi go out in the group stage.
Yeah.
Surely the powers that be would not allow that.
Of course not. So, do you think that this World Cup is going to be scripted from the Qatarian powers that be over there? Like, you think that they already have a plan? This is all planned out. Qatar is going to get to the next round, and they just have it all planned out. Referees are in their back pockets.
Yeah, I do. I don't even know why we watch.
Yeah.
I think the only way that you know for sure is if we get an Argentina-Portugal final. So which I believe Nellis, who actually just came into the chat. Hi, John. Oh no, he didn't. John did a video predicting every match, and I believe Argentina and Portugal made the semis, but he had Brazil and someone else, whoever. So it was not a Messi Ronaldo final. But I think if that does happen, there's probably a long line of questionable things in each game that got them there.
Yeah.
But frankly, I'm fine with it. We all want to see it. Just make it happen.
Yeah.
If you don't think football can be scripted, I got some bad news for you.
Do you think Ronaldo is a great steal?
No, I think he's absolute dust.
Yeah. Because he's only isn't he 10 points or something?
Is he? Is that all he is?
I don't know. I thought he was pretty cheap.
No, okay. 16.
I take it back. I take it back.
Cristiano R.
Yeah. I must have saw a different silhouette.
Yeah.
I went with Griezmann up top.
Sure. He's fine.
Why not? Be a little different.
Do you think it's that different?
Maybe not.
Yeah. They Sorare put out some tweet, didn't they, with ownership numbers?
Yeah.
And everything was it actually seemed too low to me.
Yeah, it was how do we get to 100% with these numbers?
Well, it wasn't even 100, but I feel the top, I feel Messi was 6%. And I was
right.
Really? 6?
That's it? Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
I saw it was he was 6%, and I think wasn't Neymar or Mbappe?
Oh, I'm completely wrong. Messi was 20%. Okay. I feel better about that now. So Messi, Mbappe, De Bruyne, Neymar. Fede Valverde seems pretty high to me.
I don't know. He's going to smash. And he's probably going to play every minute of every game, right?
Why is he going to smash?
Well, why not? He's got De La Cruz right next to him out there.
Well, Purcher said they changed it. I think it was way lower.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I
much
saw the
lower.
original tweet, and it was they definitely showed like 6% on Messi at one point.
Yeah. I wonder if they updated it or literally replaced.
Yeah.
So here's another question. Do you think these, I'm trying to like scroll through if there was another one. Do you think these numbers are completely made up?
No. I think the more important question, do you think these numbers are influential, and do you think that you should strategize around them?
No.
No. Just make the best team.
Yeah.
Make the best team.
Yep. And like spend a lot of time on your bench because of the tiebreaker.
Oh, you think so?
No.
No. Okay. Just make the best team.
Just make the best lineups. Yeah. Yeah, I think what's funny, so there's a lot of ways you can play this game, but like theoretically, we should all be playing to like win it. And so somebody made this comment to me once within the last few days, and they were like, well, you need to have bench players because if somebody from your team gets hurt, then you need to play somebody, you need to put in somebody who's going to play. And it's like, if they get hurt, that lineup is probably dead. Like to win this thing, like to win it, you need to have a great lineup every single match day.
Yep.
And so if you have one where somebody throws in like a 27, you're just not going to win.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Everyone is one injury away from being eliminated from this tournament, and everyone is one rotation away from being completely eliminated from this tournament. All it will take is, Kevin De Bruyne is going to start off the bench in their second game or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're probably eliminated now, unless he, bails you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if you get a player that gets COVID, you are eliminated. You're done.
Yeah. Most likely. I guess theoretically, if they get hurt in training and we know ahead of time that they're not going to make the game, you'd play a bench player or take like somebody from your bench, but I just don't.
I don't know about your bench, but my bench, like I wanted to select such high premium players. A lot of my bench are the five pointers.
Yeah.
And some of those 5 pointers aren't even going.
Right.
So, and then I probably have other 5 pointers that aren't even, they're going, but they're just not going to play.
Yeah. Sean had this strategy that basically you take the cheapest guys who will play.
Yeah.
Because I guess there was a Qatari midfielder that was like 5 or 6 and their goalkeeper's cheap, but like, is that really better than just the 0? Like, obviously it's better, but like, is the 36 from that guy making a difference for you?
I don't think so.
Like Sam saying, I wonder how many people are focusing too much on podium strategies versus higher floor strategies. But like, why are we playing? What are you going to win with a high floor strategy? Like a tier 2 custom series? Like, great.
26,000th place.
Right. Right. Like, you're probably not winning any private leagues that way. Maybe you are. I don't know.
I think I get what he's saying. Like, if you're, it's almost like the tortoise and the hare. Like, you just try to be consistent every week, but I think that you just need to be really freaking good every week.
You have to be more lucky than good.
Yeah.
Being good helps, I'm sure, but I don't know. Yeah, just play the best guys. Score the most points.
Like Yuki Soma?
That's who was suggested for me when I clicked the generate team. What is it called? Autofill.
Oh,
Ari.
Haji. That's an interesting team. They left you with a budget of 3.
Yeah.
Wonder why they would do that.
Just because we should have just done an hour of autofills. Oh, Lou and
Oh, there we
Dybala.
go.
Here we go.
Like, why would they leave you with a budget of 4 instead of taking and then not give you like a 10 goalie instead of a 6?
Right. Like you can get another start. Like Livakovic is 10. Why are you
Right.
giving me Sean Johnson?
Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah, like we blew it, man. It took me an hour and 5 minutes to realize we should have just done this the whole time.
See,
all right, Greetzman, Iñaki Williams, Goretzka, Gallardo, Lucas Hernandez, Castelletto. Yeah, I mean, that's not so bad, and that's great.
And honestly, I think that's a sign right there that you need to go buy Simon.
That's the sign?
Yeah.
I'm going to do this until Passphere shows up. Oh, there's Summer.
Hey.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. For those listening, I'm literally just hitting the autofill.
There's 2 options right there. They both have limited cards.
Why on earth would you suggest to me to get Lloris and Allison?
Well, if one of them gets hurt, you have a great backup.
I mean, what are we doing here?
That's like the guy that takes.
This is what's going to win.
2 quarterbacks in a fantasy football league.
Yeah. Yeah. Takes Mahomes and Josh Allen.
Well, I'll just trade one. I'll trade one later.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet a lineup like that wins it all, though.
Sam said a high floor strategy will keep you in limited prize pool and star national series in game week 2 or 3. One of your guys gets COVID injured versus being out of it. Yeah, that's a strategy. I mean,
does it though get you there? I mean, there are 300,000 people playing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, look at this. The double goalkeeper silhouette. Schmeichel and I don't even know who this guy is. Hernan. Anyway, shenanigans have begun, so that is the time for us to say goodbye. Thank you to everybody for joining us, particularly everybody who joined us live. If you guys could hit the like button on the video, that's always really helpful. I might just keep doing this. I might just do a stream later where I just click the autofill button for 2 hours before I decide.
I like it. I like it.
It's riveting content for sure. So yeah, thank you to everybody joining us. If you could please rate and review it. If you are listening to this very visual audio podcast, that would be great. And we'll be back sometime next week. I think the schedule is going to be a little wonky for the next month because I want to say this to everybody, but I really mean it. You should make watching this tournament a priority. Completely blow off work and make sure that you watch as many games as possible. This event only happens once every 4 years. It can be a lot of fun. Sorare has made it a way to make it even more fun. Take as much time off of work as you can. If you have family obligations, build them around these games or somehow get out of them. Just watch as much soccer as you can because this is about as fun as it gets. So thank you to everybody. Good luck with your lineups, and we'll see you next week. Maybe.
Will we?
Maybe.